don't be afraid to start all over again because this time you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience.
Hello and welcome to the Top 30 podcast. This is Gastro Gurus, the show where we dive into the success stories of food and beverage professionals and learn about their journey and fiery passion for the industry. Today, we are joined by Prema Veerasingam, founder of the award-winning resto bar Elli Rocks. After 20 years in corporate, Prema decided to act on her passion for F&B and embark on her very own culinary journey in 2018. Today, she shares with us her insights and gives great advice to any new business owners. This is Prema Veerasingam on Gastro Gurus.
Thank you so much, Prema, for being with us today. Just first of all, I would love to know a little bit about yourself, you as a person, your background. Tell us about you.
Hi, it's a great pleasure having you here tonight with us at Elli Rocks. Okay, so just a little bit about myself. I think prior to getting into F&B, right, I've been in the corporate industry for the last 20 years.
Okay.
Right, and enjoyed being in the corporate, but along the way, you tend to get bored.
I know.
Right, so and I wanted to do something on my own venture and do something that I would enjoy, right, and that is when the opportunity to open up Elli Rocks came at the right time in 2018, and I gave it a go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and here I am, the owner and founder of Elli Rocks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was all you, like.
I have partners with me. We have our partners, but the main operating person of Elli Rocks is me.
All right. Wow. Talk about lady boss. All right. So let's talk more about Elli Rocks. How did the idea happen? What's the inspiration behind this lovely place?
Okay, so like I said, right, after being in the corporate for 20 years, right, and I wanted to venture and do something on my own. So F&B have always been my passion, right? And the opportunity, like I said, it came at the right time, and here is Elli Rocks, right?
Yeah.
The inspiration behind Elli Rocks. So I'll tell you, I'm a people's person, right? And I love to socialize. And I was looking for an avenue, right, where I can get everyone to come together to a place, right, to have an avenue to socialize. And that was the birth of Elli Rocks, right?
Okay.
So, especially, when you have something unique to offer to your customers,
Okay.
right? They would enjoy coming back and visit your place, right? And you and you tend to meet a lot of people, right? And when you have an eye-catching concept that brings various people from different backgrounds to enjoy the experience that you can offer, and these people at the end, they that you meet up every day, which is your
Yeah.
customers or anyone, it could be your suppliers or anybody, right? And they open up new connections to you,
Yeah.
right? And many more opportunities that comes along with it.
Yeah.
So if you ask me what's the inspiration to get into this business, is definitely an avenue for socialization, for
Okay.
everybody to come together to
Wow.
one spot where they can all, meet everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like it really came from your heart. You being like I can tell you're a very friendly person,
Yeah.
and you want to offer that space for people to also meet other friendly people.
Exactly, right. And that's why I
socialize.
always say that, Elli Rocks is actually like your neighborhood cheers,
Oh,
where everybody
okay.
knows your name, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I wanted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I'm so happy that you got to achieve that with this lovely place.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's really amazing. I like that. I like that inspiration. So let's talk more about customer service. So you said that this place is for socializing. So how is the relationship with the customers, with the staff? How important is customer service to you?
Okay, so I would say, right, we take a personal approach to every customers that walk into Elli Rocks, right? We believe it's the cornerstone of a memorable dining experience. Our approach always revolve around personalized attention and creating a welcoming ambience for everybody. We take customers' feedback seriously, regardless of whether it's a positive feedback or a negative feedback, right? And we work on the and we continuously work on the feedback to improve and refine our service standards, ensuring each visit of our customers meet their expectations, right? So I think if you would have followed our social media, our tagline is "Come as a customer, leave as a friend."
Oh, I
and
like
and we
that.
and we always keep up to that motto.
That's amazing. Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's represented by the team here and the friendly faces around.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
That's amazing. Let's move on to the next question. So, it's 2023 and it's coming to an end. There are a lot of food trends, especially the past couple of years. Everything was just going on so fast, I would say.
That's right, yeah.
So, in terms of your menu and your selections, how do you keep up with those trends?
Okay, so at Elli Rocks, we love to experiment and innovate. Honestly, our menu undergoes regular refreshment, right? Integrating new techniques and cultural influences and creating unique dishes and drinks. I guess perhaps this is one of the reasons, which earned us as Malaysia's top 30 bars and best fusion cuisine restaurant in Malaysia. We're constantly trying to come up with unique dishes, especially, we're a fusion restaurant.
Yeah.
Right? And we are always trying to come up with, like if you see that even our signature cocktail,
Yes.
right? It's called Teh Haram.
Yeah.
It's actually a spin-off of Teo Ais Limau, which is a
Yeah,
Malaysian drink. At the same time, not forgetting not only the dining experience, the food that you offer, right? We always what we try to do is we try to bring people together, right? That's the most important part of the fun part of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And we always keep the best part is we want to give the customers the best dining experience, a very comfortable ambiance, but at the same time we want to keep the price affordable, but not compromising with the quality and the standard of the food and drinks that we offer.
I see. Wow, I like that. After corporate, and you've always had a passion for F&B and socializing.
That's right. Yeah.
So you came from a passion, right?
Yeah.
But once you got into the F&B, what would you say was a challenge for you?
Okay, you're asking the challenge as in for me personally or overall for the business? What is the challenges?
Yeah,
that-
overall for the business.
Okay, so
for-
as in what
yeah.
what are the biggest challenges that the F&B
Yes.
operators face? Is that what you're
Yes,
asking?
yes, exactly.
Okay, so I'll tell you, right? One of the biggest challenge that I realized, being in the F&B industry for the last 5 years is definitely manpower, resources.
Okay.
Right? It's very difficult to hire locals, right? I think most of the locals, they find it that they're not interested to work in restaurants or F&B because they probably feel like, it's not a glamorous job, right? And we have no choice but, we have to hire foreigners.
Yes.
But, hiring foreigners, it's also a challenge there, right? Because there's a lot of regulations with the visa approval and everything,
Yes.
right? And the second challenge that I would say is, definitely obtaining business licenses and permits, where the
Yeah.
rules and the process keep
Yes.
changing and it takes longer.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The process itself takes longer. So that's definitely one of the biggest challenges. And of course,
Okay.
not forgetting, F&B industry is a very, very competitive industry.
Absolutely, especially
Right.
here. I mean,
Yeah,
KL.
so you have to, keep your eyes open, your ears open to see what is new, what is
Yes.
happening, right? And you have to make sure that that you're able to meet those expectations that your customers want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Was there like any challenge on the personal level, you would say, or maybe what would you assume is a challenge for someone who's just starting? Maybe
Okay,
like-
so personally, if you ask me, right, I'll tell you. Okay, so F&B, right, especially for the restaurant and bar, it's dominated mainly by all the gentlemen.
Yes.
Right. It's very few female F&B entrepreneurs, right, who actually takes up this industry.
Yes.
Right, but now I realize there's so many, and I'm so happy to
Yeah,
see
me too.
to see so many of them, right? And so that's I wouldn't say that's actually a challenge, just because you're a female or anything.
Yeah.
But of course, the challenges for me personally, like I say, because when I got into this business, right, the first 2 years was a learning curve because I came into F&B with zero knowledge,
Yeah.
with zero experience.
Wow.
I had absolutely no clue about F&B industry at all. So I had to actually, pick up myself, right, and learn everything on my own,
Wow.
right? I mean, of course, it's a challenge, but
Yeah.
it's a good challenge where you got to learn along the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And especially that you came from passion. So
That's right, yeah.
You were like keen to learn and improve and just do
Absolutely
better.
right. So no, if you ask me, like you asked me a question, right? What would my advice be, right? If
Yes.
for anyone who's
Yeah, like someone
who
starting
are
up.
starting up, right? I would say that don't get into it unless if you have the passion,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Because F&B, as a customer, right? Your view as a customer on F&B is totally different from the view of an operator,
Yeah.
right?
God,
Because
that's so true.
it's not easy as it may look because you have to wear many hats, especially in the beginning stages, in the
Wow.
initial stages, right?
Yeah.
You have to be prepared to run the operations, finance, clean tables, you name it. So if you don't have the passion for it, right, it's difficult, right? So my advice here is, if go down there, right, and take up the job, whatever that you need to do, right, and then you decide if you
Yeah.
actually wants to get into F&B
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like understand it fully before
fully
you step
before
in.
you exactly,
Yes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that. That's a very, very valuable advice, really. Before we end this, I would love to hear a quote that resonates with you. Do you have one?
Okay, I do, which I always tell myself this quote.
Okay.
Right? I always keep telling this over and over again to myself. Right? Don't be afraid to start all over again, because this time you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience.
Wow, that's really, it's really deep. Yeah, that should be like a motto for every person, really, like getting into
Exactly,
this
yeah.
business or other businesses.
Any business.
Yeah.
Right? Never be afraid to start all over again,
Yes.
because every business has got challenges.
yeah,
There's always ups and downs. Yeah.
absolutely. We all need to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you, Haya. Yeah.
And thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank
Prema.
you.
It's really,
Thank
really
you.
nice
Thank
having you
you.
here.
And that wraps up another episode of Gastro Gurus, where the flavors of life come to play. Today, we journeyed through the extraordinary world of our food and beverage heroes, discovering the passion and creativity that fuels the vibrant culinary landscape. We hope their stories have inspired you, tantalized your taste buds, and maybe even sparked a culinary adventure of your own. A big thank you to our amazing guest Prema Veerasingam for sharing her insights and inspirations. And of course, to you, our listeners, for joining us at the table of exploration and discovery. Don't forget to follow or subscribe to Gastro Gurus wherever you listen to your podcasts, so you never miss out on our next culinary expedition. We'd love to hear from you as well. Share your thoughts and maybe tell us about your own food experiences and discoveries. See you on the next episode.